Hello everyone, it's Mario. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another out-of-the-box review. And basically that just means that I have done reviews for these dolls before, but when I did it, they were in box. And now that I've taken them out, we can take a closer look at stuff that you don't see when you review a doll, in the box. Now, the only one that I've actually never done a review for is the Winter Gear Anna. I've never done a review for her at all. So that is the first time you see her on my channel. But the other three dolls already have reviews, and I'll link the videos below. Now let me give you a quick little history in case you're not familiar or you're a new collector. But basically, the Coronation Anna and Snow Queen Elsa were released on November 20th of 2013. The retail price was $99, and they are a limited edition of 2,500 each. When they first came out, no one had any idea what Frozen was because the movie was not out until November 27th, I believe. So they kind of sat in shelves for a long time until Frozen picked up. And when Frozen became super popular, they finally sold out. Then Disney Store did a pre-order in January of 2014. And you were able to pre-order Winter Anna and Coronation Elsa. Those were limited edition of 5,000 each. And the retail price was $99. So you were able to pre-order them in January and you could pick them up on March 18th of 2014. So what ended up happening with the limited edition doll line and Frozen is that Frozen was such a huge hit, it created a lot of new collectors. So everyone who found out about these Frozen dolls then wanted to know if there was an Ariel, if there was a Tiana, and we all went on eBay and found them and bought them. So the limited edition doll line became really popular because of all these new collectors, myself included. The reason I became a collector it was in 2014. I think it was June 2014 when I opened my Instagram. I wanted the Snow Queen Elsa so bad, but she was going for over 1,000 on eBay. So I had to just kind of wait till I was able to get her. But in the meantime, I got Ariel, I got Tiana, I got Belle. And that's what happened. It created a lot of new collectors. And that's kind of what's amazing about this doll line. The doll line continues to be popular today. And one of the reasons was because it got that really good spike in 2014 and then on from Frozen. So yeah, I myself had to get all of these dolls online on eBay because I started a little bit late. I started in June of 2014 and they were gone by January. So that's crazy, right? Super popular. They still go for a lot of money on eBay. Sometimes you find a good deal, and that's pretty much the only thing I can tell you. Of course, the Winter Anna and the Coronation Elsa are easier to get than the other two, but they're not there's more of them, and I guess that's why. Anyways, I always talk so much, but I feel like you needed to know some of this history in case you're a new collector. So yeah, let's get started with this review. First thing I wanted to do was to show you their faces so you can compare them. It's obviously the same face sculpt, but the hair and the makeup make the dolls look completely different. Now, one thing is that you notice right away in person, not so sure about the camera, but Snow Queen Elsa has a purple skin tone, while the regular Coronation Elsa has just her normal skin tone from the movie. Now, the Snow Queen's eyes are more detailed and the makeup is more dramatic. As you can see, she has more lines in her eyes, in her pupils, and all of that. And just right off the bat, you can just tell the Snow Queen Elsa is way more dramatic and like over the top looking, right? They both have big rooted lashes, but just the makeup is stronger on the Snow Queen, right? As it should be, right? She's the more glamorous doll. And here we have Princess Anna, or Queen, and she was a princess at this point. These are also the same face sculpt. The difference is in the makeup and the hairstyles. So of course, this Winter Anna has more blush because she's cold and her freckles are darker, while Coronation Anna has lighter freckles, but they are all over her face instead of just like, her cheeks. The eyes are also very different. The Coronation one has more details with the little like tinkle in her eye kind of thing going on. They're both beautiful and detailed. It's just the Coronation looks more glamorous, right? But yeah, it's definitely the same face sculpt and everything helps in making them look completely different. Alrighty, so now that we saw their faces, we're going to take a closer look at each doll individually, and we're starting with Snow Queen. This is one of the most popular dolls of all time. Still to today, a couple of years after, she still sells for a lot on eBay. I'm so fortunate to have her. She's beautiful, and pictures do not do her justice. This video will not do her justice. It's just something you got to see in person. She has a really dramatic braid. Now, of course, at the time of these dolls, when they were making these dolls, they were making them super dramatic. Now they make dolls more accurate, I feel like. Back then it was just extra, right? Look at her hair. It usually comes with like a piece of tape back there, but I already took it off. It is a little more yellow than I would like, but it doesn't matter. It's Elsa, and it's super, super long. Like, it reaches her knees. She also has these beautiful snowflakes, and it's just gorgeous, right? She has two of them. They also did a Harrods set of her and Anna where they're more detailed. That one had more of the snowflakes, but this one just has two, and they are perfect. It's just such a beautiful and over-the-top touch, right? Now here's her bodice. It's full of rhinestones or beads, whatever you want to call it, and it kind of looks like a mirror. Like if you see this in person, you see your reflection and the light catches it, and it's just beautiful. They found a really, really amazing way to translate her dress from the movie onto a doll form, right? This is the best version of the dress that they've made ever for this look. There you can see it. You can kind of see her leg a little bit, and the fabric is so nice. The inside is like a darker blue, but the outside it's like double layers of this really beautiful fabric. I have no idea what the name is, but it's gorgeous. You can see her shoes. She has her heels from the movie. They're painted very well. Of course, I don't even dare take anything off this doll. As you can see, she has the pointy feet or the arched feet, whatever you like to call them, but the shoes are fabulous. Which is great because you kind of do see her shoes a lot, especially, you know, in the box you can see them, and you can see them definitely if you take her out. Now the back part of the dress, it's all one piece. I don't know if I mentioned that. As you can see, the rhinestones continue in the back. And when you open it, she has one of those articulations right beneath her chest. When you lift the dress up, you can see that the dress has a train and it still has rhinestones. It's not a lot. They're actually social distancing before it was invented, right? Disney Store did it. There you go. But yeah, it's still nice that they're there, and it's not as many. There's a little bit more in the front, but I don't mind that. The fabric is so beautiful. Words can't describe it. You have to see it in person. Now, the actual cape has embroidery on it, and it's double layers. You'll see it in a second. But the embroidery is really nice, and it has rhinestones on it too. It's a very hard dress to capture. So, of course, the cape, the only complaint with it is that it's a little bit stiff, and it's kind of hard to position her when you have her on a shelf with other dolls. You know, it's a little bit difficult to find a way to fold it so that it looks decent, right? But it is beautiful. I mean, look at it. And it has a layer of glitter. I don't know if you can see it. There's glitter within the two layers, so it doesn't come out. It doesn't go on your hands or anything, but it's in there somehow, and it's gorgeous. It's such a nice touch. It makes it look magical and beautiful. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite dolls of all time. You would have to see her in person to really appreciate all the details. Next up, we have the gorgeous Coronation Anna. She is so beautiful. When I actually did the review for her in box, it's this doll that you see right here. The issue is that I had bought her deboxed already. So for that review, I had put her back in the box. So eventually, years after, I was able to finally find one in great condition, and I bought her. So this is the one for out of the box. Now, she is one of the most popular dolls as well. She's gorgeous. They give her this really dramatic, beautiful hairstyle. I know I say dramatic a lot. You don't have to tell me. When you lift up her hair, you can see kind of how they did all of that. But it's definitely an upgrade from the movie, right? In the movie, it's just a bun. Here, they gave her two braids. She has her hair loose in the back with curls, and she has this ribbons, right? I love the ribbons in different colors that match the dress, and I love the white streak in her hair that she has during this time in the movie, of course, in the beginning. And it's just beautiful. I'm so happy that she has a dramatic hairstyle to match the dramatic braid from Elsa. She also has her little necklace here, or choker, whatever you want to call it. You can actually remove it. It has Velcro, but it is plastic, painted gold, and molded very nicely and accurate to the movie. Now her bodice is kind of like I don't know if it's felt, if that's what you call it, or velvet or something, but it's a really nice fabric, and it has embroidery on it with rhinestones. And her sleeves are beautiful. I love the sleeves. They're also more dramatic than they are in the movie, right? More over the top, I should say, so I can stop saying dramatic. Now, if you like to take off the bodice, you can see that she has articulation beneath her chest, just like Elsa does. and it's two separate pieces, right? The bodice is separate from the skirt or the dress or whatever you want to call it. Now the dress is gorgeous. It has all these pleated details on it. I tried to count them, I couldn't even. It has embroidery on it with rhinestones. It's just so detailed. I love that. All around, they did not go cheap. It's the same thing all around, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. As you saw when you open it up, it's huge. And I just love it. I love that they actually gave her such a detailed dress, which you don't really appreciate unless you debox her, you know what I mean? Because you can actually see that it goes all the way around, and it's huge. It's a huge, huge dress. And the box is just kind of kept together. There you can see other embroidery work. And then she has a layer underneath that's like a light green, almost yellowish color with this beautiful lace on the bottom that comes out. You know, it comes out from the dress, so you can definitely see it. And it is accurate to the movie. It's a little bit more dramatic, a little better, but it's accurate. Then she has this part just to kind of give her a little poof. And the shoes are all black, very simple, no painting on them or anything, which is fine, you know, you don't even see them. Everything else is so perfect. Who cares about the shoes? So next up we have Coronation Elsa. She's actually my first Frozen doll ever. And I think because of that, we have a connection, right? I love her so much. She's beautiful. She does have her hairstyle pretty accurate to the movie. The only difference is that in the movie, she has a blue ribbon wrapped around her hair, which obviously you don't see here. They could have added it, but you know, it's not a big deal. The doll's pretty detailed overall. Now she does have a huge bun and it's really pretty, really well made. Her bangs are a little messy depending on the doll, and she does have her plastic crown. The only thing I would change here is that I would add a blue rhinestone. I guess I could do that myself because, you know, in the movie, she has a little blue rhinestone there on the crown. But other than that, she's so gorgeous. The hair is perfect and the crown is really nice as well. I want to give you a look at her cape first because I will be removing it. It's also made of a velvet-like material and it's so gorgeous. It has a lot of embroidery on it. You can see the symbol from Arendelle right here, all embroidery work. It's just beautiful, and it's actually a good length. We just talked about that with the, you know, with the new Anna doll, that it wasn't long enough. This one is just perfect, and the fabric is so nice. It's again 2 layers, and it's beautiful. I even love the little rhinestones all around it on the top. She has a button right here. Then of course, it's just for fanciness, right? It's pretty accurate to the movie. I think she does have one, and the way to position her is so nice, right? You just put the cape in front of her, and she looks so regal and ready for coronation. Now, of course, I wanted to take it off just so that you can see the rest of the outfit better. It's very nice cape. The way they did everything with it is perfect. Now, as you can see here, she has her bodice, which has embroidery work on it. And this is all different fabric from the cape, of course, as it should be, I think. And this is actually a separate piece. So when you remove it, it's kind of like a corset, I guess you could say. It's very well fitted. My voice is going out. I think I'm getting sick. Not the virus, but I'm not feeling too great. But here you can see when you take it off, it actually looks like a really nice outfit. It's a black top and it's a separate piece from the skirt. And it's beautiful. This is a look that she can totally wear to go anywhere. Now she also has gloves on, which we know in this part of the movie. She has the gloves on. They have rhinestones on them. Now, I'm not going to remove them because let me tell you, it's a pain. They don't even fit well because it's those like mittens, you know, for the kitchen. That's what they always look like for dolls. So I'm not a huge fan of them, but again, I'm not going to remove them because to put them back is just painful. Now, the bottom part of the dress, it's gorgeous. It has the embroidery all the way around, but in the back part, they didn't put rhinestones, which is okay. Again, you don't see it in the box, but they did put the rhinestones all over except for those 2 parts in the back. Now, when you lift it up, you can see that her shoes are actually painted pretty nicely. They have the details there from Arendelle as well, and they're black flats, as I believe they are in the film. And last but not least, we have Princess Anna in her Nordic or winter outfit. I like to call her Winter Anna, and I think she looks beautiful. She's one of those dolls that you think, wait, it's an adventure outfit. How detailed can it be? But it actually is. And it's pretty much 2 outfits in one, right? It's really cool. We'll take a closer look at everything. As I've said before, I've never done a review for her, so this is the first time. and we actually take a look at her at all. So her cape, we'll go ahead and take it off so you can see it better. It actually folds very nicely beneath her arms. That's kind of like the look that she has when you first buy her in the box, right? When she's in box. And this cape is a really rough-like material. It's not necessarily rough, but it's a little bit hard. It's kind of like a real fabric that you use for the cold, right? For the winter. It has little clasps right here, and you can remove that. I had a little bit of a hard time there, but we're good. I'm always careful to not break anything. There you can see the little clasp, and they are plastic and painted very nicely. And it does have a lot of embroidery work, even there in the neckline, all the way around it. It has rhinestones as well. They really found a way to make this super nice, considering it's just a simple, adventure outfit. It is 2 layers, and the inside is more of a reddish pink, I would say. She also has her little hat, which I'll show you how to remove. It's basically, you see the embroidery work right there. That's very nice as well, with rhinestones on it. And the way to remove it, really, it has kind of like a rubber band attached to the braids. So the braids and the rubber band is what's keeping it on her head, really. There you see it. It's very simple. I was afraid to take it off at first, so I tried it before doing it on camera, just to make sure I wasn't breaking anything. You could also just lay it on her head if you wanted to, but there's no reason for that. Her ear did get a little bit of a stain on it, as it happens with dolls over time. The fabric, dyes into their skin. There's not much you can do about that. There you see her bodice is similar to her Coronation one, kind of the same fabric. It just has an inside lining that it's kind of a brown color. Look at the embroidery work on the sleeves. She has her gloves as well, which are really nice. I won't remove because, again, it's a pain, but they're really nice fabric. It looks very realistic, right? To like what this outfit would be like in real life. Now the bodice is removable, and then it leaves her with just a blue shirt, and it's a teal color. It's a little bit stained there, as you see, or aqua. Maybe it's aqua. It's a little stained, and it's a separate piece from the skirt, as you can see. And I love it. I think it's pretty detailed, the fact that you can kind of change her outfit up. Her skirt is also a really nice fabric. The camera picks it up really well from what I see here. And it has all this embroidery work around it with rhinestones. And she also happens to have another layer beneath it, which is a purple silk-like fabric, right? And it's all attached. The blue and the purple are attached. I love that. She also has her boots, which are very accurate to the movie. They're black with a painted gold detail and the reddish bottom part. When you take her shoes off, you can see that she has the pointy feet as well. Alrighty, my friends, well, that is all for today. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this videos that I'm making, just because there's nothing releasing, so it's fun to go back and look at these. Frozen is my favorite thing ever, especially these dolls. I love them and cherish them so much, so it was really fun to take a look at them again, but sorry for the long video. There was just a lot of info. Again, thank you so much for watching and for being awesome. Stay safe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye.